Networking is such an important part of growing a business, yet it's nothing we learn in school. Usually we approach it trial and error and find out what works for us, but it helps to stand back and develop a strategic approach to networking. I understood the importance of strategy by watching a friend of mine. This is a guy I met in a networking group we both belonged to, and he told me he was about to drop out of the group before I joined because he wasn't getting any value out of it. And he said he decided to challenge himself. He was showing up at this group and simply hanging out with the people he knew. And he said, how would it be different if I committed to meet at least 5 new people at the monthly meeting? He said that over the course of a year with this principle in mind, he ended up meeting 50 people he would not have met otherwise. Out of those 50, some became friends, others became important clients for him. And I thought that's a great idea. So that was really the first part of my networking strategy. I have a few other ideas I wanted to share with you, and there's no set and fast way to network. These are things that work for me. Another thing that has been so important has been helping others. Zig Ziglar, the great speaker, said, you can get anything you want by helping others get what they want. That's really the essence, I think, of the best networking. Be a resource to others. Come into groups and provide leads and ideas for other businesses. And I don't know if you call it karma or what, but that will end up flowing right back to you. So helping is essential. Also listening. So often we get out there and we meet the people, I call them the blackjack dealers. They have the stack of business cards, they're at a networking event, they work the room and they view success by how many cards they pass out. All you have to do is leave the room and look in the wastepaper basket, you're probably going to see a stack of their cards. It's not a numbers game, it's really about forming relationships with people. If you go to a networking event and talk to 1 or 2 people, that's fine. You really want to bond with that person and form a real connection. Another thing that's worked very well for me is being a volunteer in the organizations I belong to. I'm active in Rotary and Chambers of Commerce and alumni associations, and all of these groups struggle to get people in leadership positions, to serve on the board, to be ambassadors, to welcome new people in meetings. If you're going to go to the meeting anyway, why not show up and be active, be a leader? People get to know you when you are in these leadership capacities, and at the end of the day, folks want to refer business to people who they know and trust, and being a leader is one of the best ways to raise your profile. The last thought I want to leave you with is, if you're doing the right thing in your networking activities, if you're helping others, if you're being a leader in the groups you belong to, it's absolutely okay to ask for leads. It's just important to do it in a very specific way. Let people know exactly who your ideal client is, what you're looking for. One of my biggest struggles is I want to help people, but sometimes I don't understand their business or I don't know exactly the right connection for them. It's a relief for me to be told, hey, I'm looking for this type of client or I'm looking for this sort of business. That's a tremendous help. So specificity is very, very important if you want to turn networking into a real business development activity. There's a lot of principles that you could adopt. Hopefully I've given you some thoughts and ideas. Go out there, look at some of the best networkers you know, cherry pick a few of their ideas. But if you approach networking with a strategic approach, you will find that it will be much more successful for you in the long run.